Hi, everyone. We continue in our campaign of navigating change and grief and loss this October. And today I want to talk about community and about leaning onto your community when we are navigating change or navigating loss. It is very easy for us to get lost in the grief. Okay. When we are grieving, it's something very personal that we kind of go into our own cocoon for comfort, for um, for grieving because maybe we need to cry, we need to yell it out, we need to reflect, we need to remember, okay, our loved one that has passed. So when we are lost in grief, we are sort of there in the moment, and that's okay. That's part of the process, okay? But sometimes we get stuck there too long. And what happens is life continues to happen around us. And we start kind of severing our bonds or our ties to other people. And sometimes people want to come and they want to help us and they reaching out and maybe we're not ready yet. And that's okay, right? But I want to encourage you to sometimes allow others to help you, allow others to reach out to you and say, hey, do you want to go out for a coffee? Hey, do you want to go out for a walk? And give yourself permission to do so, even if you don't necessarily feel like it sometimes, okay? Because that's what's going to get us to start pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone of the cocoon, okay, into the real world so we can start integrating ourselves back and start living our lives again and start remembering who we are because we get lost, right? Sometimes we forget who we are. How do we interact? How do I even interact with other people after this, right? And we may be scared. We might be scared that how are they going to react? What are they going to say? What are they going to ask me? And all those fears sometimes keeps us inside. But when we have an ally, when we have another friend that can go with us to this to events or to the market, even, okay, anywhere, when we have companionship, sometimes that makes it easier because they can be our buffer and they can say, oh, they don't really talk about that when we maybe don't have the voice to do that yet. Okay. So lean onto your friendships, lean onto your community when you are grieving and allow them to support you through the process. Okay. Allow them to be there for you. Obviously, we also need to have boundaries, right? But what I'm saying is community sometimes is what helps us get out of the hole of misery. Okay. So we need somebody to push us, to remind us who we are, to remind us that we are worthy of living our lives in spite of what happened to us. Okay. So lean on your community, whether it is your therapist, whether it is your friend, whether it is, a neighbor, whether it is your parent or grandparent, somebody that you can talk to or somebody that can listen to you, okay, openly about however you're feeling, okay, about whatever struggles you're going, about what you're remembering about the person you lost. So lean on somebody to help you through the process. Okay, it's going to help you be more resilient because you're practicing already being in connection with another person in spite of what happened to you. So give yourself permission to be in community and to receive help and love. Okay, have a great day.